Welcome in, Scrooge crew. We've got an exciting one for you. This seems like a small set, but I'm telling you, it's got some really epic backstory and some cool minifigures in it. This set is set number 71827 for ages 6 or over. It's called Zane's Battlesuit Mech, and it has 92 pieces. This one's especially cool because you end up getting a mech, but you also get two elemental masters right here, Zane and Wildfire, and then you get a corrupted elemental master named Drix, and he's a part of the Forbidden Five. So if you know some of the story about this guy's pretty cool. He's kind of an insectozoid kind of looking character. He's got golden insect eyes, and he's got some weapons that look like insect arms. So let's put this set together. It shouldn't take too long, and I think you all will like it. I'll tell you a little bit about each character while we build, and stick around and see how this comes out. Appreciate everyone's viewership, and I got this set from my friend on Whatnot named Pete's Spare Parts. So it came in perfect condition. We're going to open it. We could probably keep it because there's the thing that's cool about this set is that there are two unique to this set character variants, and it's Zane and Drix right here. So these are unique to this set. So that's pretty cool. It probably is a collectible, but we're going to open it and build it. We got to open it up and build it. So let's start. Let's push this little tab, and it's done. We've done it now, y'all. We're into it. Oh, it doesn't want to let me in there. It's got the plastic bags. Okay. They haven't switched all the way yet, I can tell. Every once in a while I have plastic bags, and every once in a while I have the paper bags. I prefer the paper bags because when I do the films, they're not so loud. But this one doesn't have too many. So that's set number 71827. This is going to be Zane's Battlesuit Mech. Okay. Let's see. We got two bags here. Oh, and these are the shurikens. These are called shurikens. They're like an ancient, I believe it's a Japanese weapon. I'll put these over here. Let's bring it down just a little bit. Just like that. Let's see. We got two bags. None of them have any numbers on them, so we probably open them all up. Let's fold this back, because every time I do this and it's folded, it gives me a little bit of a hard time. That is really cool. It's a small set, but it's really packed with some really cool characters. I'm excited to build this one today. Let's see. Oh, and we got our rewards, so I'm going to scan that one. I'll get some rewards for that. I'm collecting them as we speak. So it says open both bags. Open both bags and pour them out, and you're going to find Zane right there. Looks like he has some ninja stars here. Let's open them both just like they said. And I'll try to be mindful about where I place these these pieces so that they don't fall off, but we also can see them while I build. I want to thank you all for joining this show and visiting our channel. Also, you'll want to go check out our short films. We have some really funny short films. If you like comedy, you're going to love those. And then if you want to, you can also visit our long form videos to see more builds and reviews, as well as we're going to be doing some artwork, and we're going to be doing some teaching of people about how to be creative, how to use the elements of design, and how to create artwork. Even if you're an artist or you're not an artist, you'll be able to learn some skills from me, and you'll be able to start becoming an artist. So that'll be fun too. So stay tuned to the channel, and we will invite you all to draw with us and paint. We'll be painting skateboards. It'll be quite fun. All right, so let's see Zane right here. Now, if you notice about Zane, he's not quite a human, can you tell? He's actually what they call a ninjroid. He's a ninja robot, robotic ninja. That makes him especially good with his technical capabilities, his fighting styles, and his personality is kind of analytical and logical. So you'll notice if you ever watch, Zane is actually a robot. I like him. He looks cool. He's all metal. He's even got like a metal hairdo. Reminds me of that guy a little bit on X-Men. Leave in the comments if you remember the guy, his name that this reminds you of from the X-Men. I guess we're going to give him all of his weapons. We'll pull these off of this little tab right here. Put them in his hands for now. We're going to follow the instructions all the way here. Okay, here we go. He looks pretty cool, right? Pretty awesome. Now, let's see, page number 8. Oh, it's Wildfire. Okay, Wildfire is really cool. Wildfire, she has an interesting backstory as well. She, as a baby, was dropped in a capsule, dropped off in the forest. Here she is here. The forest called Wilderness. They called it Wilderness. And she was just a baby, and so she was actually raised by a dragon, a lava dragon named Heatwave. And she's a new character. She was introduced in the Dragon's Rising. She was introduced recently in Dragon's Rising, and she comes with a cool weapon. It's called a crystal katana. You can see it. Or it's a prismatic blade. So that's actually pretty cool. I don't see that very often. Dang, she's so brand new, she doesn't want to hold her weapon. There you go. Hold your weapon there. Wildfire. Wildfire, F-Y-R-E. So that's kind of cool. And she was raised by the dragon Heatwave. She also is an elemental master, and she's the elemental master of heat. And Zane is the elemental master of ice. You can kind of tell. So they got fire and ice right here. That looks pretty cool. And then let's work on, I bet you they're going to have us build Drix. Yep, Drix is cool. He's got really cool armor too. Got to mind these pages. They never want to, whenever I, oh, that looks like we got some extra ninja stars. Whenever they're bent, they don't want to follow the plan. Okay, we'll leave them like that. All right, so Drix is interesting. He does have these eyes that look like insect-looking eyes. They're gold. It's pretty cool. And he's unique, and Zane's unique to just this set only. Oh, we got to put his armor on. How could I forget his armor when I said I like it so much? Look at this armor. It's so cool, and you could actually put wings on this armor. So if you ever want to come do a build or anything, I'll have this guy available to build with in our Whatnot shows. We have a show called Fig Fighters, and I love to put wings on this kind of character or any other character that uses this armor. So stop by and play our Build-A-Fig. We have the biggest Build-A-Fig on Whatnot. I call it Fig Fighters because we actually build the figs and then we battle them against my bosses. I have tons and tons of bosses. They're huge mechs or huge robots. Some of them are funny and silly, and some of them are scary and serious. And I let you all pick this and decide if you want to fight someone serious or if you want to fight someone silly. Okay, so these weapons right here are kind of similar to like insect arms. You'll see here. Don't they look like insect little claws? Little praying mantis claws or something? Let's put one in his one hand here. I love that they did. We're going to be teaching you about artwork and how art is involved in everything you see. And you know that there were artists that developed these characters. So I want to show you something special about them. You see how he's a dark red, a very deep red? And then the artists are smart. They're actually knowledgeable about color theory. They did a light green, muted green weapon right here so that it really stands out. Can you see how it stands out against him? So green is complementary to red. Green is complementary to red. And if you do it too bright on each one, that looks more like Christmas. But if you do a deep red and a light muted red, which means kind of like faded looking or deeper in color, then it will look a little bit better. It won't look so much like Christmas, and you can see how they've pulled that off. It doesn't remind me at all about Christmas, but you can tell anytime you use those colors together, sometimes if you don't use variation, you'll have two bright colors that look like Christmas no matter what you do. So that's another trick you can do. If you ever see something that looks too much like Christmas, change one of the hues to be a little bit more muted or a little bit more deep and rich. You can almost not see his face with that cool hat on. This character is really cool, and he looks really awesome, and they used the color theory to the perfectly. Okay, let's see. I guess it's mech building time. Let's do this. Let's put him here and see if he can hold the page. He has a hat, so he's not going to do very well. Let's let the robot Zane hold the page, and he's not going to do good either because it's got such a fold. Come on, Zane. Push down on there. All right. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring you up just a little bit so you can see the instructions while I build these. What we're going to do is we're going to follow their lead. We need this piece here. Oh, I built a really cool catamaran just recently. On one of my shorts, you can see it. I was looking at the Moana catamaran, and I had 2 of the hulls, but I didn't have a complete ship. So I took 2 of the half-built ships, and I made a really epic catamaran with some really cool sails. So you have to go check that out in the shorts area. Let me grab this piece, and that's that right there. That's how we do it right there. Next one. I don't know if he's going to hold this very well. Maybe we're going to just leave him out of it. I have to push on it. Okay, let's see. Put the gold piece up here. Put the blue piece down here. And then it's hard to see. Sometimes the color of this paper, when they print through, it makes all these other colors darker. So it's almost really a deep, deep, rich blue. It does look like that, but it almost makes it because the paper that they printed on was already printed with this like beige background. It makes things hard to see. So that's like black and that's dark brown or reddish brown, but it almost looks like dark brown. So whenever you're looking at Lego instructions, you can look at the very back. I was talking to my friend on Whatnot. Her name is Eastonite, and we were talking about how sometimes the colors are hard to see. Okay, we're going to build 2 of these, so I guess that's all they wanted us to build. That seems weird. Did I miss something? That's funny. Usually they make us have to do the whole body first. Huh. Okay, they're going to have us do 2 of these times 2. So let's do that. Where is the 2 of the things we need? Right here. All right, let's see. We need one of those. And we need one of these. These are some really good pieces already, I could tell. I love the clutch power and the clicking and everything. It just sounds cool and it feels cool whenever I play and build with Lego. I just really enjoy that. They call it the clutch power when it grips on there. It's really my favorite part of Lego. Well, one of them. There's I guess building is my favorite part of Lego, but that is like a ASMR style kind of feeling and sounds when you're building stuff like that. So this is the bottom part. It has a round piece and it sticks out the back of this what I call a motorcycle fin. Okay, so now they want us to put this motorcycle fins on our piece we built, and it goes like so, just like that. We've also built some really fun plants. If you ever see or visit on Whatnot, we have a really good community there, and they like to buy plants from me. They call me the master gardener of Whatnot. And let's see, I need to do 2 of these or 1? Just 1, because maybe that's going to be a mirror image of itself. And I love building plants and everything on there. So if you ever stop by, we build plants, we build castle stuff. It goes like this, because that's in the front like that. And I love these mechs too. Where's the piece that I need? I don't see it. I must be hiding. Here it is. Put that there. And put this right there. One thing I do like, and I always mention it about Lego, is they're really good about getting their pieces perfectly. 2 of them. So I have to build 2 of those. You tricksters. Now you tell me you need 2 of those. Okay, I see. I was on to you, but I didn't want to jump ahead. All right, let's see then. I guess we'll go back then and start fresh. There we go. I knew we should have built 2 of those, but they didn't tell us. They're tricking us. They're trying to make the build take longer, aren't they? You never know. Okay. All right, we're just going to leave. Zane, you are not holding the page good. I know that you can't hold it back yourself. You don't have enough weight to you. I see that. Okay, so one thing that I was trying to say is I like Lego because they're rarely missing pieces. And now I can't find a piece. Oh, I found it. Yep. Every time you think you're like, dude, I know that they left a piece out. I just know it. And then you look around, and you'll find one. Maybe one time I found a piece that was stuck inside something like this. So maybe every once in a while you want to look in the bottom of those kind of bigger pieces like this. One time I found a little piece that was stuck inside there. I looked around, and I could have swore that they didn't have the pieces. And then by the time I tried to put that piece inside, it wouldn't fit. And I was like, what's wrong? There's something jammed in here? And sure enough, it was. There was a piece, a little tiny round piece jammed in there that I needed. So I had to use something like this to kind of pry it out. Okay, let's see. I'm going to fold this back strong this time. This time I'm really not messing around. I'm not messing around with you on this one. All right. You're messing with our viewers. Doing like that. Oh, maybe I can use these legs. Zane, you got kicked out. We're going to use these legs if it gets out of line. Okay, let me pull you back over here. Kind of drifting. Let's see. Yeah, this is kind of cool because there are some really good characters that are going to be in this set. And this little mech has got like little motors or exhaust. I'm pretty impressed by this one. Oh, white. Okay. You can see it looks white, but you see how that looks kind of grayish blue? It's because they printed on there. On that colored background, it kind of changes the colors of the pieces just a little bit. It's kind of confusing at times. And they want us to put this on here now like that. That's where we're at right there so far. Okay. I'm excited to show you all some art and stuff. I'll post a Charizard that I drew after this video. I'll post a Charizard in a little bit so you can see some of the art that I do. I draw anything and everything, and I'll be able to teach you some really cool skills. I learned drawing from basically having to read books, and then I did go to art school when I got older, but it was so hard for me to figure out how do I draw and how do I draw well. I wish that someone could just teach me the secrets of drawing and the secrets of artwork. And I learned that if I read books, I learned a couple secrets here or there, but it would be like I read the whole book and I only learned like one little thing that I hadn't heard of or thought of before because the writer maybe just verbalized it in a different way. But I'm really used to talking to people. I have taught artwork to other people, and I think I can teach you all in simple terms how to go about building. I'm going to get these pieces ready just in case we have to do two. I think I'm going to go ahead and say we might have to do two, so I'm going to kind of get it going. If I have to backtrack, I will, but I'm not falling for it this time. Should I try it, chat? Let's see if we can kind of trick them into thinking and knowing we're going to build two right now. But yeah, I know how to try to verbalize the complicated ideas of artwork and try to make them so they're more simple and easier to learn, so that even if you're not an artist at all, you'll be able to catch on to the ideas and figure out how to draw. Even if you've never drawn, I think we could do that. Now this one's going to go on here, and I think that'll be fun for all of us to watch too, and for me to learn from you and you to learn from me. I'm going to do a mirror image on this one. Let's see. So if that goes there, then that goes there. Because I'm sure it's like a shoulder thing. You see what I'm saying? It's like a shoulder. And then let's go here. Yep. Okay, there's a shoulder here. Boop. Okay, and it says make two. It didn't say make two, but it's having us do that. And let's see if I'm right. I'm right. I know it. Let's put it on here. Look at that. We can jump forward a little bit. So yeah, I encourage you all to get your pencils, get your paint brushes, any kind of art supplies that you have, and grab them together so that when we make those videos, you'll have a little stash. You can get some paper or a little notebook or anything. It doesn't take much at all. We didn't have a lot of money in my family, so I ended up drawing pretty much with whatever I had around the house. So I would encourage you, just grab what you have: pens, paper, pencils, erasers if you want to. I don't use erasers a ton, but they are valuable. Oh, look at me. I did it wrong. I'm trying to jump ahead. But you can use anything to draw and make art. It's all just about making shapes and color value changes. Here we go. Ooh, that looks so cool. I think we've done it. These are called shurikens. And you'll be able to learn drawing and learn painting, and maybe you'll have interest in it. You can also post in our community area on our stream, on our YouTube channel if you are a subscriber. So go ahead and subscribe to our channel, and you'll be able to post your drawings, post your mechs. Oh, okay, that's why we had two. I thought they gave us extra. Post your builds, post anything that you do with Lego or anything that you're creative with. If you're a poet or you play music or anything, post it. Show us what you do and post it in our community area. There you go. Look, that looks really cool, actually. I was wondering why they had those sitting there, and now we know. It almost looks like a kind of like an outfit area. Let's put Zane inside here. Put Zane inside there. They want us to put his hands down, but we'll just trap him in there. We'll trap him in there like that. Oh yes, now he can fight his friend. He can fight with his friend against Drix right here. And we've got a few extra pieces. They gave us 2 extra pieces just in case we dropped them or lost them. I want to thank you all for stopping by, listening to Scrooge television talk your ear off, and hopefully you had fun with this build and learned a couple things about Ninjago, their characters, and their relationships with each other. Like I said, he's the elemental of ice, she's the elemental of heat, and this is the bad guy. His name is Drix, and he's a part of the Forbidden Five, so that's really cool. He's definitely a really cool character to get. So if you haven't got this set, go grab it up, build it, have fun, and post your builds here on Scrooge's community. And I appreciate everyone. Stay tuned for more artwork and tutorials on how to draw and how to be creative with artwork with your pens and pencils, paintbrushes, and also with Lego. Let's look one second here. Let's look at these other sets just for fun. Wow. Ooh, that's a cool dragon. Oh, those are spinjitzus. We also have some of those in our whatnot. I made them into like cool energy portals. I put them standing up. Ooh, wow, look at that thing. Whoa, what is that? Zane's combat mech or something? Wow, that one's really crazy. Look at that. Look how many characters come in that. I'm going to have to get something like that. That's really cool. Man, I wish they had Lego like this when I was a kid. This is just off the hook. Yeah, so back here you can see the pictures a little bit clearer and the color. Usually, because you can compare them, like that's black and that's blue. You can kind of tell. It's hard to see, but you can kind of tell that there's a difference. So if ever you have a hard time figuring out, is this supposed to be a blue piece or a black piece, go to the back and it will tell you how many pieces you have. You'll be able to do some investigating and figure it out with your detective skills. I want to thank you all for being here, and we will see you on the next video, on the next build, and hopefully we'll see you on some of the art videos, the long-form art videos. So give us a subscribe. If you liked what you saw here, share it with your friends, and leave comments about anything. And we will see you guys. I appreciate it, you guys and gals. And we will see you on the next build.